Hello everybody, welcome to another live stream. I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I'm doing really well. I am not getting what I want on my screen. Hey Tiff, how's it going? Welcome. Guys, I hope everybody's having a wonderful week so far. My week has been good, really exciting. I've had a really good week so far. It's been a little bit stressful. I'll get more into detail in just a second about it, but it has been stressful. I know, Mark. So there was a problem. Restream yet again is causing another headache. Mixer wouldn't connect. It told me that it was unable to, so I deleted it from my Restream and I added it back on, and it just wouldn't add it on. And then YouTube wouldn't allow me to stream either, so through Mixer. So then I decided just to go directly to YouTube, forget Restream at all, and YouTube wasn't allowing me to go live, and so I deleted it, and I went back in, and it still wasn't allowing me to go live, and so I had to get a new code and try again, and it still didn't let it happen. Thankfully it worked, even though we are 10 minutes behind, but it worked. Finny, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How are you? Give me just a second, guys. I'm just in the middle of adding this because oh shush. Yes. And then if I open it, it's gonna show up. There it is. So we're gonna be playing Resident Evil, you guys. We tried Doki Doki Literature Club. One of the most boring games I've ever played in my life. One of the dumbest games I've ever played in my life. And lacking severely in the horror aesthetic. I've been told that I was getting close to the part where it gets scary, but if it takes your game over 2 hours to get to the fun part, your game probably isn't very fun. So I'm no longer going to be playing that game. I'm over it. So we're going to go to something that I know actually has horror in it, and we're going to play some Resident Evil. It was getting good? No, it wasn't. It wasn't getting good at all. It was so boring. It was so boring. I even debated trying to give it another chance, and I just couldn't bring myself to play it again. It was just no. So yes, guys, most of you know I got a puppy, and it has been a fairly stressful transition. The poor dog, it's very clear that it has either been abused or completely neglected. So we are working really hard at getting the dog to ease up. I was hoping to kind of get her on camera for you guys, but she's not doing too well. Every time we pick her up, she has a huge panic attack. And she kicks and flails. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Can't really see it, but I broke out in welts. I'm severely allergic to her. She hasn't ever been cleaned. And she's so panic-stricken right now that we don't even want to clean her because we're afraid that if we do, we're going to traumatize her even further. She refuses to walk. She hasn't yelped or barked or anything, which most puppies do when they get taken away for the first time. They usually whimper quite a bit. She hasn't made any noise. She won't take treats from our hands. She won't walk around the apartment at all. She won't wag her tail. She doesn't respond to us. All she does is just lay and shiver. We've gotten her to the point now where she has gotten up and explored the kitchen a little bit, and she's explored the living room a little bit, but most of the time she just lays on the floor. She's obviously been through quite a rough time, but we're getting to her. Yesterday she didn't want to do anything. She just laid, and no matter how much we tried to coax her to eat something, she wouldn't. By the end of the night, we did get her to eat a small bowl of food, and she did pee. Today she's actually gone to the bathroom normally, and she has eaten twice, but she's still not really responding to us. So we're on our way trying to rehabilitate this poor puppy. But you guys, why did I get the dog? Because she was obviously in a really horrible place and we wanted to save her. Nice, Finny. Congratulations. Don't I have something to reveal? I do. And anybody else who wants to see it will have to come back and watch this stream. People would like to know her name. So, let us reveal her name. Let me switch over the window and then I will reveal her name because I got to set up in the other window. So, here we go. Switched over and you want to know her name? This is my puppy's name. Okay. Okay, here we go. We have named the puppy Zelda. I had to go with a video game name, and she's gonna be our little princess. So we have named her Zelda.
Hello everybody, welcome
Hey,
to the new
shush,
compilation video.
shush, 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 shush. Stupid autoplay. Jeez. But that is my puppy right there. Yeah, that is my puppy, and so she's apparently half bulldog and half pug. I always want to say pit bull. She's part bulldog, but like the wrinkly fat ones, and a pug. And so we're hoping that she will grow into more bulldogish, but we don't know. You do based on the background music, right? She does look like a boxer, but when you look at a boxer next to her, her ears are much smaller than a boxer's ears are. Boxers tend to have much floppier ears, and she has a much flatter nose than most boxers have. She's also not the right color. Boxers are a dark brown. She's got the pug color to her. But the person we got her from was a very shady person. I wouldn't be surprised if she's not actually part bulldog. I wouldn't be surprised if she's pug mixed with something else. She's got a lot of pug features, but I can't fully tell because her tail's been docked. So I can't see if she has the curly tail that is indicative of a pug. But she does have the same kind of eyes that a pug has. Her eyes are slightly more separated than most dogs'. And she definitely has the pug color. Like, her fur is exactly what a pug's color would be. So I'm like 99% sure she has pug in her, but I don't know what the other dog is. I'm hoping it's a bulldog, but I don't know. Named Booger. I love that name. That's a great name. I do think she's beautiful. I definitely think she's beautiful. She's traumatized quite a bit. She does enjoy the backyard, which is nice. So when we have her back there, she's really relaxed. It's when we get her into the house she starts getting nervous. We have a feeling she was caged in a room all day long, and I think she's slowly learning that she's free in our apartment, that she can walk around wherever she wants. We're hoping that in the next 48 hours we'll be able to bathe her, because I'm getting really bad hives when I touch her, which is a real bummer because I've never been that allergic to dogs. I usually get runny nose and itchy eyes, but she's giving me full out hives. But I think it's because she was stuck in a kennel with a bunch of other puppies, and she's never been washed, and so she smells horrendous. Poor thing smells so bad. But we're hoping that we'll get her fixed. Pensive Scarlet, hello. I did. I got a Capcom dog, and she was established in 2014. But that is my puppy. Hey, Bala, how's it going? And that is why it has been a good couple of days, but kind of stressful. It's a long road with the poor puppy. We're gonna deal with a lot of peeing in the house while she still gets accustomed to everything. She's good, though. She starts sniffing around, and we take her outside, and she starts peeing. We've had a couple of accidents in the house. Obviously, she's really nervous, so it's hard to get her out. But she pooped outside, which is good. And she's peed outside most of the day, which is good. She's eaten some good meals, so I know she's eating. I know she's pooping. I can't show you because it's on my phone, and you guys won't really hear it. But I videotaped her earlier sleeping, and she was snoring, so at least she was relaxed enough to fully sleep today. So we're slowly working on getting her acclimatized and used to being in a real home with people who actually care about her. Hey, Ark, how's it going, man? How are you? No problem, Finny. Sorry, guys. I was eating a Starburst and it went back and it's stuck on one of my back molars. Anyways, we're gonna play some Resident Evil, guys. I tried Doki Doki Literature Club. Did not enjoy even 1 second of it. It just drags on way too long. Like, it just way too long, and I've got nothing nice to say, so I'm just not gonna say anything at all. Just not my type of game. Yeah, you work too much. That's one of the benefits I have with my work, is I travel a lot for my work. And I drive by the house at least twice a day. So I know if I time my things out properly, when Alana's at school, I can stop by the house and, you know, quickly take her outside to pee, give her some food, and then go back to work. I know I can buy some time in between shifts, so that's a benefit. And she's gonna be a fairly small dog, hopefully, if she's what she says she is, or what the owner says she was. Ex-owner, because now I'm the owner. Hopefully she will be a small dog. And we're pretty good. Like, as far as exercise go, I usually go for a run at night, most nights. So I know I could take her out with me. Alana's here for a lot of the days, evenings, so she could take her out in the afternoon, so she can have some enjoyment. Only 2 pets and you already have cats. Well, we're not letting her get too close right now because Zelda is so anxious, and Nora is just a very energetic little girl. We're trying to slowly get them used to each other, but we're trying to keep our distance. All of us are, because she's so traumatized that when we come near her, if we go to pet her, she instantly, you see her tense up and puts her head down. If I stand up in the same room as her, she instantly puts her head down. She's very submissive, but like to an anxious state, not just like a dog that's respecting you. Like I'm talking, she's terrified. If we try to pick her up, she starts not whimpering but breathing really hard, and if we hold her up against us, she instantly like digs her head into our neck and everything. Like, she's terrified of everything, mostly people. So we're trying really hard to get her used to it. She's never growled or anything, or like nipped at us or anything. She literally just sits there and lets us touch her, but we're working at, like, we give her a treat every time we go to do anything with her to try to get her used to the good feeling of us being with her. She's only 11 weeks old, so hopefully it's young enough that we can get her back to a good state. But we don't know. But right now, we're trying to get Nora to slowly get involved with her, because it is a very damaged dog. And yeah, you got 2 cats. See, I like cats because cats are very responsible for themselves. Dogs need a lot of
Resident Evil.
That is loud. Dogs need a lot of attention and care and love and all that fun stuff, which can make them a lot more of a hassle than a cat. Problem is, my last cat, she was not very friendly. She wasn't mean, she didn't scratch or anything like that. She just wasn't friendly. You would pet her and she would just get up and walk away, just far enough so you couldn't pet her anymore. She never purred. I think in the 3 years that she lived with us, 4 years almost, that she lived with us, she literally purred maybe 10 times. And no, we didn't give her away. She ran away and a lady found her. And so the Humane Society called us saying that a lady had found her and reported her. So we called the lady because the Humane Society just told the lady to hold on to it because they had no space at their shelters. So they gave us the information. We called the lady, and the lady said that she had 2 young children who were absolutely in love with the cat. But she was totally like, if we want to pick her up, pick her up. But we decided that if they love the cat and a certain somebody in our family tortured her too much, maybe we should just let her keep the cat with her 2 kids. And we've seen a few pictures and she looks really happy, so she's off to a better home. But yeah, I do like cats, but cats, they're finicky. I don't know. I think I'm more of a dog person, but I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out once Zelda calms down. Dinner is... That's okay, man. You take your time. Go enjoy dinner. Alright, guys, let's do this. So we're going to do it widescreen with the alternate controls, which means it's more where you point your controller is where they're going to walk, instead of the original, which are the tank controls. And we're going to have subtitles because sometimes people watch in mute, and we want them to be able to read what's happening, even though they can't read what I'm saying. Alright, let's do this. Okay. That's funny, Ark. Yeah, no, my cat... Okay, so I had another cat, Francois. He was like this big poofy cat. And he was lovable. He would follow me around. He would lay on my chest. He would purr for everything. Like, I would look in his direction. He would start purring. The most lovable cat in the world. And then I got Ruby, and she just did not want to be pet by me. She did not like me. I made the choice because I went to a farm to get her. One of my friends lived on a farm, and she had a bunch of farm cats, and one had just given birth. And there was like 6 or 7 kittens, and I went to go get one, and there was one rubbing up my leg, but she was just a plain white cat, I think it was. I think she was plain white, and like she was white and black. I'm pretty sure she was black and white. And then Ruby ran by, and she was, you know, a calico cat, so she had all 3 colors, and she was really pretty. So I grabbed her, and she instantly started meowing and didn't want me to grab her, and I took her home. Instead of going for the one that wanted me, I went for the pretty one. I should have went for the one that wanted me. Then she'd be all over. You should probably be on stream and everything like some other people's cats. I'm hoping that I can get Zelda on stream soon, like that she'll lay on the bed next to me while I'm streaming, and that I can like, or she'll come up and like sit here and I can pet her and you guys can see her. We'll give it a few weeks because she's gonna take some time. I think in the next couple of days she might warm up to us. I'm hoping we can get her to wag her tail by the end of the weekend. Even if it's just for like a snack or something. We're trying to get her to ease up as much as possible. Like I said, she's really cleared up a lot compared to how she was. She loves Alana, so we're definitely making some strides. She loves Alana, and she's comfortable with me because with Alana, she likes to like be with her and cuddle with her. With me, she's able to just lay down, relax, and sleep. So I know I'm making her feel comfortable. I just haven't gotten her to show me affection yet. Enjoy your spaghetti. How do you like your games? Like climbing a mountain, fulfilling, but it takes a lot of work. Like going on a hike, good exercise, but not too strenuous. Like taking a walk, I can relax and enjoy myself. We'll go here just because it's like in the middle, which is obviously like a medium difficulty. What do you guys think, Jill or Chris? If you guys don't know the difference. Sorry, I'm a little stuffy. Allergies, they get me now. They get even worse now. If we go with Chris, he's stronger, but has less inventory, I think. I think this is right. And Jill is weaker, but has more inventory and gets a gun at the very start, I think. You say Jill? Yeah, Jill's pretty bae. Alright, we'll go with Jill. Let's do it. Okay, I'm turning off my microphone now, so I am now immersed in this world. I'm gonna be scared. I never played this, so I'm not voting.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone, situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Haven't found it yet?
No, not yet, Brad. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The Bravo Team was sent in to investigate, but we lost contact.
Look, Chris.
Bravo Team's helicopter was a derelict. Save for the remaining body of Kevin. We continued our search for the other members, and it turned into a nightmare.
Was that Wesker? No, that wasn't. Oh, the guy that was walking? Yeah, that's Wesker. That's Wesker. B Money, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Poor puppy.
Come on! Hey, Brad! Where the hell's he going? Chris, this way. Make for that mansion!
She's wearing the best kind of police outfit.
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Barry, and myself. We don't know where Chris is.
What is this place?
Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure.
Hey, Wesker, where's Chris?
Jill, no. You don't want to go back out there.
The acting is so much better.
What was that?
Chris?
No.
Jill, go and investigate.
I'm going with her. Chris and I go back a long way.
All right. You two go. I'll secure this area.
Stay sharp.
It's so funny because I've played this, the original, the intro so many times, and the initial speech. Ah!
Just wanted to see if I could get you.
Oh. Jeebus. Jeebus, Ark. Holy man. Jeez, man. Oh. Oh. Thank you, Ark. Guys, please hashtag Ark in the chat. Okay. Thank you, Ark. Oh, you did. You did, Ark. You definitely did. Oh. Jeez. Okay, anyways, the original speech, right there where he goes, Chris and I go a long way. In the original, he's like, Chris is my old partner, you know. They're just very stereotypical. And when he's like, you don't want to go back out there, when Wesker said that, in the original, no, don't open that door. Like, it was so crazy. All right. You did, Tiff, right at the very end. You guys just love to torture me. That's what it is.
I think you'd better take a look at this.
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Let's just hope it's not Chris's.
What is it? Hope this is not Chris's blood. Not right now. Why is Nightbot repeating his messages twice? What's going on here? First Resident Evil zombie ever shown. Corpse of your comrade Kenneth. It looks like he's holding something. Yep. It's a film that belonged to Kenneth. I need a video player to see what's recorded on it. Did he seriously get up? It's kind of hard to control it with the new control layout.
Barry!
What is it?
Look out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of it. What the hell is this thing?
I found Kenneth killed by this thing. Let's report this to Wesker.
Are you kidding me? I went back out.
Wesker! Jill, help me look for him. But let's not leave this hall.
Good idea.
And I change the controls. Guys, how do you feel about that leaked Resident Evil thing that they're talking about? That there's gonna be like a new online, almost Left 4 Dead style Resident Evil?
Barry.
Any luck, Jill?
No, nothing. What's going on around here? I can't figure it out.
Same here.
Chris, and now Wesker.
There's not much we can do. We can search for him separately. I'll investigate the dining room again.
Okay then, I'll try the door on the other side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could easily get lost. Let's start from the first floor.
Okay.
Oh! I almost forgot. It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
You, the master of unlocking.
Thanks. I may need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Okay.
This map is so much clearer than the other games. No problem. You look away, Tiff. Try to get some rest. Using defensive items such as daggers will allow you to escape momentarily when grabbed by an enemy. However, you will not be able to escape when the enemy grabs you from behind. To equip defensive item, go to the status screen and select the item from defensive item menu, then select the item to equip. If your defensive item mode is set to manual or controller settings, you must press LB to use the defensive item. Hey, Hellhound, how are you? Hope you're doing well, man. I hope your week's going well and that, you know, if you're back in school, that it's going smoothly. There's a corpse collapse on the floor like it was an instant death. What the hell happened in this mansion? Large bird cage? There's a dead raven inside. I keep thinking police station. The police. Whoa, why are there handcuffs on the walls? Status screen. Select an item and then select examine command. The details of the item will be displayed. And the poor man's emerald. Okay, I get it. They move pretty quickly. It's kind of shocking how fast these zombies move. I love that she's in this like super rich mansion and she's just like, yeah, let me just drop this giant statue. Who knows how much it's worth? Pattern in the center resembles a woman. Ooh. Oh, that's where I came from. Oh, I can go through here. Okay. For the Master of Unlocking, you do let a lot of locks keep you out. There's an indentation in the shape of an arrowhead. Aha, we have an arrowhead. Can you imagine having this much money that you can create like weird contraptions and hide them all through the house to get through? That sound effect is kind of unsettling. Right? Like, I wish I had that much money. I could just do weird things. It's like, hey, can you get me some bread? Yes, to get the bread, you need to go and you need to find the 5th statue from the left. Then take its arrowhead and go over here and put it inside this statue that's here. This will then reveal a book, which you must put in the hands of the statue in the front yard. Then drive 6 miles to the south, and there a gate will open. There you shall find the bread. This book is fitted perfectly in the indentation. We remove it? Yes. The mansion key. Book of Curses, the 4 masks. A mask that speaks no evil. A mask that smells no evil. A mask that sees no evil. A mask that cannot speak, smell, or see evil. When all 4 fall into place, evil will awaken. For a game this old, it looks pretty good. Nice, I'm glad that the sauce, that the food was good. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer, but did you at least have, like, meatballs? Or was it literally just pasta and tomato sauce? Because that would be disappointment. Oh wait, I have to examine it to see what kind of key it is. Mansion key. There's nothing unusual. Here we go. There's an engraving of a sword. What does she do? Pick something up and go, ah, there's nothing unusual. Whoa, there's actually a sticker on the back of this thing. Does the map show us? No, it doesn't show us.
Be careful and don't become a Jill sandwich.
I almost stabbed my own eye out. Holy Bobby, thank you so much, man. Holy moly. Oh. Oh. Yes, guys, please hashtag Bobby. Don't become a Jill sandwich. You're almost a Jill sandwich. Bobby sandwich. Oh. Thank you, man. Thank you for the scare. Whew. And then proceeded to laugh. You know, you could laugh right away. How perfect would that have been? I am blinded. How did you get blinded? I was rubbing my eye when somebody scared me. That would be my luck. I mean, you are talking to the guy who broke his hand punching a truck by accident. Armor. Armor. Let's leave it for now. How does one accidentally punch a truck? You do what happened, Bobby. Tell me, please tell me. And Tiff, basically, I was crossing the street, and so I was downtown Toronto. It's super, super busy there. Like, picture, well, maybe like a quarter of the traffic of LA, but you know, crazy traffic anyway. And I have to cross a really busy intersection to get to school. And the light went red for the guys that were like perpendicular to me, and my light went green. So I started walking, and as I was walking down the middle of the road, of the intersection, postage truck ran a red light and nearly hit me. So I jumped back, and out of reflex, I punched forward, and I punched the truck and broke my hand. Better that I broke my hand than that I got killed, because he was going full speed. Like, he didn't even bother slowing down. Nonetheless, it's caused permanent damage. I have a painful hand now all the time. Yes. Crumpled memo. Today, Sir Spencer told me to hide something where no one could find it. Well, I had an idea. I figured if I could somehow have it protected by a dangerous animal like the vicious canine that lives here, no one would be able to get near it. As far as I can tell, the mud is always hanging around the second floor balcony to the west side of the terrace, and he ought to come running at the sound of a dog whistle. This is where you come in. The thing is, I reckon you're the only person that can get near the damn dog without risking serious mauling, which means only you can put this collar on him. The object that Sir Spencer wants hidden is concealed inside. You're the only one person I can trust with this. Of course, you'll get something for it as well. Remember that certain item that you've always wanted to get a hold of? Well, in exchange for your services, I just might be able to get it for you. This could work out well for both of us, John told him. Exactly. That truck will never mess with me again. That mailman knows if I'm willing to take on a truck, he better watch himself. My hand also knows that I shouldn't let it mess with a truck. Uh-oh. Ah! No, I'm not ready. I'm scratching my eye. Ah! Stupid zombie. I'm scratching my eyeball. Not cool. My allergies are kicking in. I need more of these. Guys, do yourselves a favor. If you're allergic to animals, don't buy animals. Take half one. Oh, I barely have any water. Alright, here we go. I hope that's enough to get in. Actually. Ooh, a map. Oh, is that what I could use the mount for? Crap, I left it back there. Uh-oh. Get out of here! I'm dead. While in Germany, my platoon decided to do... Oh no. Oh no. Seriously, dude? Well, he's missing a head now. He sure got ahead of me. I couldn't think of a better pun, guys, sorry. I am a dad, though, so I'm allowed to. Okay, cool. So new terrain, and it had just rained the night before, and I decided to be dumb and wear loose sweatpants. He got stuck in the gears while going downhill. Oh, that doesn't sound funny at all. That sounds so painful. Oh my god, that must have been a pretty bad break. Ow. How, man? Mine was just like a small fracture. Mine happened right in the joint. So it was like where the two pieces of bone meet, and I had a piece of bone stuck in there, and that's what hurts now because it healed that way. But like that sounds way more painful. Like I complained about mine. That sounds a lot worse. Damn. Do you have permanent damage from it? Okay, so can't go there, can't go there, can't go there. Can't go to any of those. Guess we've checked everything here, so now we'll just go on to the other side. Wait, what's down here? Oh, come on, bro. Technical, hello, nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. How are things going? Who'd you punch? And I was like, Okay, so yeah, mine was the same thing. Mine was a boxer's fracture too. So we had similar breaks. You got strong bones, man. You got strong bones. And that sounds like you would have like broken your hand in half. Jeez. Save spot, finally. Special instructions for disposal of dead bodies. We have new information regarding those beings that may appear to be dead, but in fact are able to come back to life. However, there are ways to prevent this from becoming active again. Currently, there are two known methods to cease the resurrection. Incineration and destruction of the head. If further methods are discovered, you will be notified immediately. Meanwhile, to those of you who still have the will to live, oil has been placed in the first floor mansion. Take as much as you need. You'll need something to light it with, which you'll need to find by yourself. I have not yet. Technical. I work every day, man. I barely have time to do anything. Like today, I worked all day, came home, had to do some puppy training, and then straight to this. Then I go right to bed, and then I work all day tomorrow, and I get home and I have rehearsal. So it's gonna be a while. This is my schedule for the next like week and a half. But I promise you, I will try it. It might take a little bit. Hey, Chadley, how you doing, man? He was sure you got into a big fist fight in a bar, killed 6 men with your fists. You just didn't want to say anything so you wouldn't get discharged. I'm gonna save just in case. Nice, Chadley. Has it been a long week so far? So as you guys can tell, I have played a bit of this. The cabin is the furthest I've ever been in my life. Yeah, this is the remake. I have the original on my PlayStation Classic. What? Did you guys see where he went to go ingest the rest of her? Yo, he went to ingest her. I don't even want to say it. I don't even... Wait, there's a new adpocalypse. I have to be as adult as possible because apparently children-directed content is no longer getting ads. I know, you should have told him you fought like 6 ninjas and an elephant all at once. And I didn't spill my beer while... Exactly. See, that would have been a real story to tell. Technical, no, I'm gonna beat this game. So it's probably gonna be a few streams before I beat this. Maybe I'll do the OG one after I beat this. I don't know, we'll see. I mean, October is coming up. I'm gonna die again. We're in trouble, guys. October is coming, and in October I will definitely be playing all the horror games I can. Pretty much every day is a horror stream except for Mario Maker days. And then Halloween I'll pick like the scariest game I can so we can have a really good feast of me freaking out. Sorry guys, I keep rubbing my eyes. I'm allergic to the dog. And I petted her before coming in here and I touched my eye and did not do well. Let's try this again. Here we go. Oh, why didn't I do this the whole time? I could have just done that. No, I'm not going through. I'll go through when I need to, not yet. Okay. So let's head back the long way. Now to the other side. Yeah, I'm on PC, Mark. It's Yo Monday morning. That's gonna be me on, yeah, Monday morning next week. Because right now, I'm working, I started work on Wednesday, and I'm going straight through until Tuesday. And so, that's gonna be me. That's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. As you can tell by the mouse, that's not supposed to be on screen, but it keeps appearing. Wait. Can I open that door? I haven't checked it yet, have I? Dang. Armor. That armor is gonna open like 50 doors. That leads to the dining hall. But yeah, I'm playing it on PC. I saw it for the Switch and it was really cheap. But I already owned it on the PC, so I figured I'm not going to spend extra money for a game I already own. I do want to play Resident Evil 0 as well, though. That one I've played a couple of hours of, but I haven't beaten it yet either. I've never actually beaten Resident Evil 1. Are we about to be a Jill sandwich? Guys, are we gonna be a Jill sandwich? Oh wait, this isn't the Jill sandwich area. Wait, I don't have a good enough weapon. No, 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 no. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. What did it say? There are green herbs growing here, but there's only enough for a few uses. No. You have Resident Evil 0, but you hate it? Oh, how come? Had you played it before, or did you buy it like one of these recent releases? It's kind of scary. Oh, you have it on the Switch? Okay. And you'd never played it before. It's definitely different. You have to really like OG Resident Evil. If you like OG Resident Evil, then you're okay with Resident Evil 0, but some people don't like... Oh! Don't like this Resident Evil, so they, Whoa! He got up. I thought I could just burn him so he wouldn't get up, but he got up, he got up. Oh my god, he got up. Oh jeez, oh my god, he got up. Guys, I done messed up. I done messed up big time. You just got a sports shirt? Nice, man. For no reason? Like somebody bought it for you, or did you go out and buy it? There's another zombie in here, right? Oh, for school. Okay, okay, okay. I thought you meant like you bought a team sport shirt. Like, you know, like a, I don't know, Toronto Blue Jays shirt or something. Why you gotta keep getting up, bro? I don't want to go to the basement. The basement's not where I want to go. Like for gym and after school sports. Yeah, I know what you mean. I just thought you meant like you bought like a team jersey. You're in grade 4. That's awesome, man. Grade 4 was fun for me. I had a lot of fun in grade 4. What kind of sports do you play? Why? Why you gotta be messaging twice, Nightbot? Why? It's locked from the other side. Also, I hate controlling two people. I hate the no item box thing. And you hate controlling two people. You prefer doing it all by yourself. I thought it was a really cool idea. It mixed it up, right? Because, I mean, by that point, Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 had come out and they were all the same. So it was a great way to, like, do something different. So I was okay with it. I didn't hate it. I don't like Billy very much, but... meh. He's gonna stand up. You know what? Let's just be safe. Don't like change. I don't mind it if it's done right. Like, Resident Evil 3 to Resident Evil 4, that was an okay change. Resident Evil 4 to 5, definitely not. 5 to 6, definitely not. 6 to 7, definitely okay. 7 to whatever this new one is, hopefully it'll be okay. But I've played pretty much every Resident Evil game that's... oh no! Oh, god damn it. I bet you that other one would get up right now. But I burned him. Hey, Waterflame, how's it going, man? That's okay, I understand. Water. I was gonna say water is super important. Water is important. But school is super important. Do what you have to do. I totally understand. And my schedule kind of stinks and nobody can really make it to it because, you know, everybody's at school and stuff. And, that boulder punch. I think it actually is gonna be one of the greatest moments in video game history for sure. Oh, Tiff. Tiff. Guys, can you please hashtag Tiff? Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. Thank you for the support. You're awesome. Have yourself a good shift at work. Try not to work too hard. I hope you're actually getting like rest on your days off because for a couple of months there, you were going hardcore. You were going real hardcore. And I hope this new place is everything that you wanted. Thank you so much, Tiff. Really. That's awesome. There is no Resident Evil 7. RE7 is something else. Oh man, I played it in VR. I haven't played it since I beat it. We'll do it again during Halloween. Oh, that was one of the scariest games I ever played in my life. In VR, that game was horrible. So fun, but horrible. Tiff, have yourself a great night, my friend. Okay. So. Oh, crap. So we've been through all these areas. All those keys are done. Whoa! Brains are gone, bro. I know, right? It feels really epic when you do achieve a headshot like that. Picture of two knights striking each other. The short sword has thrust into the breast of one knight, while the long sword pierced the head of another. When the two have run each other through, the path to destiny will open. That diamond is here, but I don't want to pick it up because I don't have anywhere to put it. There's soccer, basketball, hockey, and volleyball. Oh, wow. That's busy. You keep really, really busy. I never did sports growing up. I was never good at them, so I just never had interest in playing sports. Okay. What's wrong button? Can I open this door now? My health is... Actually, is my health full right now? Yeah, my health is full right now. Oh, I already picked up the... like, I have space. I know I can't use it right now. And so, I don't want to... There's no further use for this key. Discard? Yes. But there's nowhere for me to use it right now, and I've only found one safety box, so... For now, I'm just gonna hold off. I remember this room in the original game. Oh! Is Final Fantasy VIII hard? It's as hard as any other RPG. There's a lot of grinding you have to do. So be prepared for that. If you like to grind in regular JRPGs, you'll like Final Fantasy VIII. It's got its moments that can be hard, like certain bad guys can be frustrating to face. But I don't think it's that bad. Just take your time and level up. There are times where you can save and then go to a boss fight and die. And then you're kind of stuck in a loop. But it's not a bad game. I love the game. It's my favorite game of all time. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. We're okay. We're okay. Yes. This is the Jill sandwich. Do they actually say the line in this version? I can't remember. Oh no, this isn't it. It's full of dirty water. Remove the plug. Yes. Ah! Jesus. Cheese us, man. Cheese us. Just stomp on its head. It's waterlogged. It'll break easily. Yeah. Doesn't look like it's been serviced in a while. That's the best puke noise ever. Hooah! Do you guys puke like that? I puke like that. That was all we came in here for? I know, right? He was just trying to get nice and relaxed after being so stiff. Get it? Because he's a stiff. And then I go and I unplug his water. Well, she's an she's a cop. She's not really military. She just for some reason dresses like she's in the military. What did I say? That she's a cop, so she's not really in the military. She's a cop. She just likes to dress like she's in the military. Okay. Alright. Wait. Oh, that's where it is. That's okay, Mark. Is it breaking up for anybody else? It could be on my end. Stream's been acting weird over the last little while. Okay, so I can't light that. Oh, there's a dagger. I haven't played it in a long time. I've never beaten it, but I played through most of it. It was an ink ribbon arc. It's to save with. And they just take up space, because I don't save very often. The door won't open! Oh no!
Oh god, what did I do now? Wesker! Barry! Help!
Jill! You in there?
Barry? Get me out of here! The door's jammed!
Stand back! Grab my hand!
Hey, Ryan! I was almost a Jill sandwich. How are you, man? How's your day going? How's work been? Die, Jill, die! No way, man. Jill's hot. Can't kill her.
That was a close one.
You were almost a Jill
You
sandwich.
would have fit nicely into a sandwich.
Really? Thanks. But Barry, didn't you say you were going back to the dining room to find other clues? I'm glad and all, but why are you here?
I just had something I wanted to check.
Gonna be
Anyway,
busy next
we
few
should get back to
Fridays.
searching for Wesker and Chris.
Thanks,
Give me a
Barry.
second.
I owe you one.
Don't mention it.
Okay, so for the next, oh, cool, it doesn't actually show it on screen. That's cool. So for the next couple of well, not couple, a few weeks, actually. I don't have my phone on me, but for like the next, 4 weeks, every Friday, I have rehearsals. And so it's gonna have to be Thursday for Spoop. So Fridays, I'm definitely missing streams. And then, I can't remember the other days. There's one other day where I am missing a stream, but then Tuesdays I can stream earlier, and then I have rehearsal at night. So I have to kind of juggle a few things around. But I'm adding an extra day that I'm taking off, and I think that's tomorrow, Fridays. So Fridays I shouldn't be streaming, and then Wednesdays I'll probably start streaming and stop streaming another day. I don't know. I have to figure things out. But yeah, it's because I have rehearsals tomorrow, so I have to do spoops today, or else I wouldn't get around to it, because I know the weekend people like to come around for Zelda and Mario, so that's what I gotta do. Yeah, this one supervisor annoying. Oh no, man, seriously? I haven't had any annoyances at work lately. It's been nice. It's been really nice. Is it like a personal issue? Is it the one with the scheduling issue? Okay. Oh, but it's a different issue this time. Oh god, this girl seems like she's just full of issues. I want to see something, because on my screen, my camera is delayed. So if I go bop, bop, it takes like a quarter second. I just want to see what it looks like live. Oh, stupid mouse. Okay. Bop. Live. Oh, stupid mouse. Okay. Bop. Live. Bop. Stupid mouse. Okay. Bop. Live. Bop. Stupid mouse. There is a small delay with my voice. Ha. Weird. Weird. She got confronted by a director who claimed she was talking about other employees. She had been discussing weaknesses. I have discussed your weakness. Ryan, she is discussing your weaknesses. Be careful. Did that help? Whoa! Enable. Disable. Pop. Okay, it seems like it's a little bit better. I'm super dark though. Pop. Okay, it's a bit better. It's not great, but it's better. Oh man, what a headache, Ryan. That sounds really frustrating actually. Also, my audio sounds weird. Sorry. Give me a second. I don't know why it sounds all metallic like. How about I do this? How about I just do this? Okay, hopefully I sound less metallic now. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Let's hear my own voice and see what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3. Let's hear my own voice and see what it sounds like. Okay, that sounds okay. That sounds okay. That was one of what? Well, today we saw 2 employees walking or holding hands, and immediately, because she is so much taller than him. First of all, I think tall women are attractive. I think short women are attractive too, so either way. But like, are you in high school? Seriously? People never grow up. This is what I hate. People always say, stop acting like a child when you're in high school. But then you get into the adult world, and they're worse. At least a kid will tell you to their face, you're ugly. But adults will be like, oh my god, she's so ugly. And then they just won't say it to your face. Like, that's ridiculous. That's crazy. Dude, I'd be so frustrated. I would be so frustrated. Oh, we're not filters. I would be so mad. I can't deal with people like that. I worked at a place where they were pretty catty, and I ended up leaving pretty quickly. I worked with a girl who had like a really big crush on me, and she kept telling her friends to ask me out for her. And I had to keep turning her down. She just wasn't my type. Like, just physically, I wasn't interested in her. She had 2 kids. And at the time, like, I was like 20 and she had 2 kids. I was like, I don't want to take on 2 kids. And yeah, it just wasn't for me. And she started getting really catty when I wouldn't go out with her. And I wasn't rude about it. I was just like, you know, I don't want to date somebody I work with. And she was just super catty about it. I hate that stuff, man. It was a very slow day. Gotta get yourself a little excitement somehow. That's the worst. When you have slow days, you have to deal with stuff like that. Well, now you're here and you can watch me suffer in this game. Wait. Oh! No. I want to take out that... No, the red guy isn't here. The red guy isn't in this room. Okay, but what have we done? We haven't done anything. We got a shotgun. I guess we can fight those dogs. We can fight those dogs. Yay, suffering! That's how it's done, man. Although I am physically suffering. I'm really allergic to my dog to the point where I'm getting hives all over my neck, which I've never had happen before. And we gotta give her a real deep bath soon. We gotta relax. We've gotta relax her a little bit, and then we've gotta give her like a really, really deep bath to clean her up so I can stop having hives. Oh.
Barry.
Jill, got any good news?
Other than I'm still alive in this madhouse? No.
Can't say it's much safer here either. We'd better secure our escape route first. There's gotta be a back door somewhere.
All right then, let's split up again.
Hey, hold on a sec. Look what I've found.
What?
A can of fizz. It's sure to yellow and mellow those things. It's yours. Hopefully you won't have to use it.
Oh, acid shells. Cool, but I can't use it.
You?
Oh, don't worry. I like the buddy system we have here.
I see. Thanks. I'll take it.
See you later.
Ciao.
Ciao. Yeah, I was mentioning it earlier. So basically, hold on, it's hard for me to tell stories when I can't hear myself. Basically, we got her at a dog breeder's, and it was really obvious that this woman was just running a puppy mill. And, like, just disgusting person. All the puppy ads I've ever dealt with, anybody that I've ever tried to adopt a dog from in the past... Oh, what the heck, I closed you. Anybody I've ever tried to adopt a dog from in the past has always asked for information about me. Like, they want to know where I live and, you know, what kind of home I have, what experience I have with dogs. They want to make sure that I have the ability to take care of this dog. They even ask, like, what I do for a living to see if I'll have time for the dog. This woman didn't ask a single question. Then we drove out to go see the dog. I didn't really find it suspicious. I thought she was going to do all that when we got out there. And then we get out there, and we had seen pictures of the dogs that she had, and we pointed one out that we liked, but we decided on our way there that there was another one that we really liked, so we wanted to see both of them. And so our thought was she's going to invite us into where she's keeping the dogs, and she's going to let us kind of play with the dogs for a little bit so we can get used to them and see which one we liked the most. She didn't allow that. She didn't want us coming into her home. She had the dogs locked away inside so we couldn't see them. She only allowed us into her backyard. And then she brought out just the dog that we had chosen over the phone. And so the dog was terrified, wouldn't stand up, wouldn't wag her tail, wasn't doing anything, just literally laid on the floor and shivered. So then Alana like picked her up and was hugging her and stuff, but she smelled horrendous. Like, you could tell this dog had never been washed in her life. And then the lady basically handed us the dog and just said, okay, like, play with her for a little bit. And then I asked her if she had this other dog because we wanted to see the other one. And she looked at it and she kind of sat there for a second. Then she goes, no, I don't have this dog. And I was like, oh, why did you have to think about it? Like, if they're your puppies, you should know what puppies you have in your... It's not like you have 20 of them. Like, most dogs give birth to 5 or 6, and you should know right off the bat if you have them, because each one is very different of the ones that she had. So then I asked her to see the parents, because my dog looks like a boxer. She doesn't really look like a pug mixed with a bulldog. So I asked to see the parents, and she shows me the pictures, and neither of them are pugs. It's really obvious neither of them are pugs, but they both look like bulldog-pug mixes. So my thought is maybe they're both pug bulldogs, and that's why she counts this one as pug bulldog, because it's both. Both parents are both. So whatever, we decide, yeah, we're going to take it because the dog looks terrified, and we're like, we don't want to give this dog back to this woman, so we're going to take this dog. So we take the dog, and when we get home, I go through the pictures and I compare them to my dog. My dog was in none of those pictures. The one we chose was not the dog she gave us. Very similar. They both have like a white stripe down the middle and around their snout. But the one that we picked out had brown paws with all white claws except for one on each paw. Ours has all white... No, ours has all black claws except for one white one. And ours paws are white from like the mid-arm down. She also had the one in the pictures had a few freckles on her snout on the white spot. Ours doesn't. So it's very obvious she just picked a dog that looked like ours. So I'm assuming this one was from a batch that was later from the ones in the picture. We brought her home. She has refused to like snoop around. She hasn't whimpered at all. She doesn't get up and walk around. She won't really come up to us to cuddle. She won't move. If we leave her alone in the backyard, she'll get up and start walking around, but in huge fear. I'll give her cooked chicken and I'll hold it in front of her nose, and she'll take a couple of steps and then she'll rather walk away than actually follow me with the chicken. If we try to touch her, she instantly, like, you see her tense up. So the dog's obviously either been completely abused while growing up or has been neglected to the point where she doesn't know what humans really are. So it's a really, really sad case. But anyways, what I was getting at is she's never been washed. So she smells horrendous, and I'm sure she's completely covered in dog dander or whatever that I'm allergic to. And I think that's causing me to react really badly. So we're hoping to give her a nice bath once she's warmed up to us a bit more. We're going to do it outside so that way we don't have to bring her into a tub and like freak her out that way. We're just going to kind of bring her outside and play with the water and then get her washed up that way. But the poor puppy, the poor puppy. Hey Pretzel, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Exactly. That's what I told Alana, you know, like, because there were a couple of Chihuahuas we were looking at, because we're like, we want something small because we live in an apartment, which is why we were going like Pug Bulldog. Bulldog is a big dog, but it's still an apartment dog. It's still small enough. And a pug is obviously a smaller dog, so we're like, a mix of those is a good size. But I had looked at a couple of Chihuahuas because we're like, they're high energy and they're small, so it would be good for like a starter dog so Nora can get used to them and stuff. But the couple of people that we messaged about Chihuahuas never answered us. Today, the Chihuahua person answered us, but I was telling Alana I would have preferred the Chihuahuas because they said exactly what I expected. Tell us a little bit more about yourself, and then we can book you to come and meet the puppies, and then you can decide which one you want. So they were doing it the proper way. Even their pictures, the dogs were playing in the house, whereas the puppies that we saw here, they were all like next to a curtain. They were very posed, so you could tell like it was all fake. But I told Alana I would have preferred the Chihuahuas, seeing how much of a hurdle we're going to have to cross with this dog. But at the same time, this dog probably would have been put down had nobody taken her. So I'm glad we saved a dog, and I know the Chihuahuas are in a loving home and they will end up in loving homes. So at least I feel like I did something for this dog. It's just really sad that we have to go through so much for her. Katana Gaming, how's it going? This this version was perfect. It's good. It's really good. I think it was a really great remake. They really stepped up. Like, this is how you do a remake of an old game. They did a really good job with this. That's why it was no surprise when Resident Evil 2's remake was so fantastic too. I actually have never beaten this game. I've played through a big portion of it, but never actually beaten it. So I'm excited to actually play through it. Nice, Technical, nice. But yeah, so the hope is we're going to get her accustomed to us, make her live a happy life, and realize that she's now in a home with loving people who are going to treat her properly. And I revealed this earlier, but there's more people watching now, so I can show you guys, because I had said on my Discord that I wasn't going to show the name. I'll just do it. I'm not going to do the whole scheme. I did the whole scheme at the beginning of the stream, so I just won't repeat it, because it's like when you try to tell a joke and you tell it a second time because nobody laughed the first time. I'll just show you guys the picture. Her name is Zelda. That is my dog's name. We've gone with Zelda. Because she's going to be our little princess. When she's in the backyard, she's so happy. As soon as we bring her into the house, she becomes so scared. I think they kept her locked in a room the whole day. So you're a dog lover? Yeah, I mean, it's our first family dog, and I'm just glad we're gonna be able to bring a good life to this dog after everything she's probably been through, because the poor dog, like, she won't touch treats. And even when we brought her home yesterday, we picked her up at 2:00. We got home and it was like a 2-hour drive away. Like, we drove really far to get this dog. We got her home. She didn't pee till like 10:30 at night. She wouldn't pee, she wouldn't eat, she wouldn't poop. She did nothing until like 10:30 at night. We got her to eat, and then she came into the bedroom and then she peed, which we are fine with because we saw how terrified she was. Our goal is to get her relaxed before we start training her to pee outside. Today she's actually gone to the bathroom with me around, she's been to the bathroom 3 times outdoors, which is really, really nice. She went once this morning in the living room, but every other time I think she's been outside. So we're slowly getting her accustomed to it, but she still won't follow us around. She still won't play. She still isn't really investigating the house. We haven't seen her wag her tail even once. And for me, what is a bad sign, like how scared she is most puppies, when they get separated from their litter mates, are usually really whiny. Like, they come home and they whine all night long, and they're like a newborn baby. They're really hard to deal with because they're lonely for the first few days. She hasn't made a peep. We haven't heard her make a single sound. I heard her kind of whimper when I picked her up to take her outside. She doesn't like being picked up. But she didn't really whimper. It was more like she was breathing really quickly and kind of wheezed a little bit. But that's about all the noise she's made. So we have a long road ahead with her, but she's with us for a long time. She's gonna be, you know, the Retro Squad mascot, and I'm gonna have to buy her a Retro Squad shirt and get her to wear it and everything. But you know, we're gonna work hard on this one and get her to be accepting of our love and to realize that she's in a good home now. It's a sad turn of events. I think she's a beautiful dog, yeah. So this is the thing. She looks like a boxer. This is another reason that I don't know what we've gotten ourselves into, because this lady was just so scummy. Like, I don't know, right? When I asked to see the parents, they weren't on site. What breeder doesn't have the dogs on site? She would only show me pictures of the dogs. So I don't know if she's actually a pug bulldog mix. She looks like a boxer. There are moments where she's standing and she looks like a boxer, but she has the fawn pug colors. So she's got like the white on her like chest and on her face, on part of her face, and the rest of her is that golden brown color. She doesn't have a tail though, so I can't tell if it's curly or not. It was docked. And when you look at her straight on, her eyes are slightly separated, which pugs are really renowned for. But she kind of looks like a boxer. I don't know if that's just the coloring makes her look like a boxer, or if she actually looks like a boxer. I'm really hoping that she's not. She kind of looks like a pit. I hope she's not a pit. Not because I don't like pit bulls, it's just they're highly energetic, and this apartment's very small for a big dog like that, so I'm hoping. She snored a little bit. But bulldogs tend to snore too, right? And pugs definitely snore. So I mean, we're gonna have to wait a couple of months and see what she turns into as she gets bigger. That's pretty much the only thing. Oh no, I didn't, Alana. Did she get scared? Aww. I didn't see your message, Alana. But yeah, she snores quite a bit. Today was the first time we saw her actually sleep. Last night, I don't think she slept at all. She had been panting the whole day and like the whole evening with us, and even in her sleep, you could see her breathing really, really hard. So like her anxiety was just through the roof. But this morning she was panting a little less. When Alana was with her, she wasn't really panting, and then when I was home with her alone, she just went right to sleep and was breathing normally and was actually snoring. I have a video of it, but I don't know if you guys could hear her snoring. I'm gonna hold my phone right up to the microphone, see if you guys can actually hear when she was snoring. Can you guys hear that? So she was snoring this afternoon. So I hope she's a boxer or whatever. Oh, poor puppy. I'm sorry I scared her. Your hair was blowing. But yeah, so I mean, she's lovable. She's really, really sweet. Like when we get her relaxed, like when Alana's holding her and petting her, you could see that she loves it, because Alana will stop and she'll actually push harder against the hand. So she's opening up to us. I'm just really hoping she doesn't turn into like a really big dog. If she turns into a big dog, I don't know how we're gonna make it work in here. We're gonna be squished in here for about 1.5 years still. We have a long way to go before we can find a bigger apartment. So it's gonna be a trying time. Hopefully she won't get that big. Hopefully she will stay fairly small. We'll see. It's just gonna be one of those waiting games. We're gonna have to play with her for a couple of months and see where she goes. See what happens. But that is Zelda, you guys. That is the Retro Squad mascot. She's gonna be our little princess. And yeah, actually, I've never been much. Not that I haven't been much of a dog person. It's just I've never really. I had dogs growing up, but it was the family dog where like my parents took care of it more than I did. This is my first like real dog, so I'm excited. I'm excited about it. Okay, so where are we going? Oh yeah, we're going outside. I can't wait till she wants to play with us, and you know, and she gets excited when we come home or when we offer her snacks. I can't wait till we can walk her, because right now we can't. We literally just have to put her in the backyard and kind of leave her alone so she'll explore and then pee. But she just doesn't. She just does not appreciate being left alone. Alright, she doesn't appreciate being like cuddled and loved right now. That's what I'm trying to say. I feel bad for the puppies that want to eat my face. Yeah, we have to carry her everywhere. She refuses to walk anywhere. And it's not even like, oh, she's a hoity-toity dog. And it's like, no, I'm not walking. It's literally, she is too scared to walk. We mixed her kibble with chicken to get her to eat because she's refusing to eat. And she'll eat it all. She eats like she's never eaten ever. Poor thing. Like, I think she had to fight for her food. And here she, like, eats it within 30 seconds. So we're trying to get her to realize she's okay while she's eating. But anyways, she was in the living room and we were trying to get her to walk to the kitchen so she would eat. So I brought the kibble to her and got her to smell it, and she licked it, and I pulled it away just enough for her to move forward. She took about 4 steps, and then when she saw I did it again, she just sniffed it, looked at me, turned around, and went back and laid down. She's like, no, I don't want to walk. She just refuses to walk. She's so scared. It's really sad. Okay. I've only got 6 bullets. It doesn't seem like there's anything here. I don't see any bullets or anything. But she's a huge sweetheart. I'm absolutely in love with her. She looks so sad right now, and it breaks my heart when I see her. But we're gonna work at it, and soon enough, you guys, you're gonna see she'll be sitting here on my lap while I'm playing, or she'll be like sitting on the bed, and I'll just be able to, like, I'll do like a doggy camera or something so you guys can see her while she's sleeping. That's the hope and the plan. All right, here we go. You blew the dog whistle. Ow! I don't want that kind of dog. Can't carry any more items. No! Do I need the dog whistle again? There. Yeah, I think so too, Ryan. I think she's gonna be a real big sweetheart. She just needs to ease up and realize that we're nice to her, that we're not the woman that she was with, and that she's free, and that she can just go wherever she wants in the house, except for maybe on the bed. We want to even train her to, like, lay on her blanket on the bed if she wants to lay on the bed, so that way she's not, you know, leaving our bed full of fur and I'm covered in sores every day. Become a zombie myself. So we want to get her used to that, but we want her to be comfortable, where she just comes up and like lays on our lap, or we go on road trips and she just goes with us and she goes wherever she wants in the house and everything. We're gonna work really, really hard to get her to be comfortable and happy. There's a switch. Will you press it? Yes. A coin was hidden underneath the collar. There's nothing unusual. There's nothing unusual. Boom. Changed into the shape of a key. Yes! Oh, wait. Shaped like a key, but lacks the rigidity to be used as one. Okay. Okay. Oh, dang it. Oh well. Well, I can't drop it. So I guess I have no choice. Oh, there it is. Yes. Now it discards when I leave the room. Okay, so let's equip this again. Now, I don't know where I'm actually supposed to use this key. Because it lacks the rigidity, right? So... I didn't go to that door on the right next to me. Oops. Right next to me, right... I'm pointing pretty much right at it. I didn't go there to those stairs, so I guess I'll try that. Where is she now? Oh, she's in the living room. She's in the living room with Alana, probably napping, which is another decent sign, because she was refusing to sleep before and now she's sleeping. And they said that when dogs are really anxious at a new home, they will tend to sleep quite a bit. I don't know if I'll be able to show you guys on camera, but that's her sleeping right now. The stream is on and she's just laying on the couch, kind of watching and sleeping and snoozing. So we're trying to give her as much time as we can to relax and to just like sleep away so she can feel at ease with us. We're hoping tomorrow she'll be even more warmed up, so like each day will be a bit of a progression when she gets used to our being around her, and hopefully she will be exactly the kind of pet that will love everything we do for her. No, I actually played through a big portion of it, but it was years ago. Like, I played through the PC version a little bit when it first came out, whenever that was. I don't even remember when it came out on PC, but it was a few years ago. But I've never actually beaten it, and I never really dedicated a lot of time to it. I played it once when it first came out on the GameCube. I played it when it came out here, and that's pretty much it. I've never actually dedicated a lot of time to it. It's not like Resident Evil 2 where I played like various times. Ow! Whoa! I keep pushing the wrong button. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. Do I have health? I don't have health. I used it all. Oh, God. Oh, that felt gross. Wow. Wow. Also, guys, to any of you who are new to the channel and haven't really heard of me before, I play a lot of retro games. I do Nintendo stuff. We play Mario Maker, we play Zelda. We always do at least one scary stream a week. And then I'm playing through other retro games. So I'm playing through Metal Gear Solid right now. Metal Gear Solid 2. And we just started Final Fantasy 8, which I'm really wanting to play it on stream, but I'll probably do a lot of grinding on my own time, and that way I can just play through the story with you guys. But that's kind of the plan. That's kind of what my channel is. Oh, okay. Shocker, retro for the first time plays retro games. I know, right? Who would have thought? Okay. I thought the red ones kept coming back if I killed them. Crap, do I have space? I don't have space. Crap. See, I had no idea. Dang. Okay. Thank you for the tip. We would have wasted so much kerosene on those. And then we would have been in trouble. Okay, okay, okay. Where's the nearest... The only safe box is on the other side, isn't it? Dang. Those red ones make me so panicky. They freak me right out. Okay, where's this? Where's the safe box thing? Over there. I have to go down one more floor. All the way to the opposite side of the mansion. Dang it. I know it's slightly early to ask, but are you guys doing anything exciting for the weekend? Okay. This phone is so slow. Sorry guys, I'm logging into my work phone. I gotta make sure that I know what I'm working tomorrow. They sometimes add people at the end of the night for the next day, and it kind of throws me off kilter, so I'm just making sure everybody's still the same. Yep, still the same. Okay, so going here and there and everywhere. Everywhere. All I have planned is Monster Hunter World expansion, the Kirby Clash game. Nice. Have you? Is the Kirby Clash game out already? I can't remember. I watched the direct, but that was one of the moments that my internet disconnected for a few seconds, so I missed that part. Japan, so I'll be cook. Ooh, nice. Is your girlfriend from Japan, or was she visiting Japan, or are you from Japan and now she's coming after like you guys were separated? Tell me all the details. That's amazing, man. That's a really far distance, so that's gonna be a really exciting weekend. It came out yesterday. Oh, okay. The Super Nintendo thing came out today, right? Which, finally, Nintendo. Finally. Oh, and in case you guys are wondering, yes, I am using tank controls. Free to download it. You were having some fun. Nice. I might check it out. Maybe we'll check it out and try it on stream or something. She's from Kyoto and you're British. Really? How did you guys meet, if you don't mind me asking? That's really awesome. Whoa! Forgot he was here. I don't have any more kerosene, do I? I have no more kerosene. And what are you planning to cook for her? Alana's my fiance. Alana and I, when we first started dating, she would cook for me every once in a while, and then she'd come over and I would cook for her. So we exchanged. Now we cook together all of the time. Like we work as a team constantly. We're cooking. It's great. I really love it. Yeah, Technical. That's awesome, man. We used to travel to Japan a lot, and we met at a language exchange event about 3 years ago. That's so cool. That is really awesome, man. That is like... That's one of those stories you want to tell people. That's really cool. I really hope you guys have a wonderful time together. How long is she staying around? Okay, so... I don't want to carry these things around anymore, but I know I need them. You know what? I'll put this away for now because I don't have any shotgun shells anyway. A month. Oh, nice. So you're gonna have some nice time with her. That's really cool, man. I'm really, really, like, I'm happy for you. That's cool. I'm gonna save again just because it's been a while and we're getting. Actually, no. I'm gonna hold off on saving because we're getting close to the end of the stream. Like maybe another 10 minutes. So we're gonna go get that key, and then I might save. See what's in that room, and then I'll save. Oh no, I can't go in that room because that's the arm. No, that's the. Can't remember. Oh, I didn't refill it. That's really cool though. Like, it's one thing that I find so amazing about our world. About half. How much remains? There's only a little bit of kerosene left. Okay, so I could do one more. The way that the world has changed, people who would have never met are now meeting and are actually ending up together, and I think it's really cool. It's like even with this, like I'm talking to somebody who's British. Whoops. I'm talking to somebody who's British. I've got Ryan out in Florida. Like, we got people all over. There's Nikki who's in Germany and Simon who's in Germany. Like, we have a really, really diverse group of people, and I think it's really impressive that all of us just get together and enjoy being nerds. Crap. Now I gotta take the super long way around. Oh, what a pain. And like for you to be from Britain, being with somebody in Japan, like I think it's cool. I think it's a really cool thing. It's one huge benefit to this world. I remember my parents, we were talking the one time and they came, we were in Canada and we came from El Salvador, so in Central America, which is like a 10-day drive if you're driving like 20 hours a day type of thing, or like a 10-hour flight, 8-hour flight, somewhere around there. But when my parents came here when they were young, my dad was 21, my mom was 24 when they came here. When they came here, my parents thought, oh no, my mom was 26. My dad was 21, my mom was 26. They thought they were never ever going back home because flying here was ridiculously expensive, and it was something that you did once in your lifetime. Like, you flew in a plane once because you didn't have the money, and my parents were both from poor families, so it's not like they had the money to be able to say, oh, we're going on vacation. It was literally, you're leaving the country and never coming back. And now people are going back home, 2 or 3 times a year. The world has really, really opened up. It's become a lot smaller. I think it's cool. I've always wanted to go to Japan. And growing up, I always wanted to live in Japan for a year. Now I'm older, that'll never happen now, but it was still always a dream of mine. I do still wish to go visit Japan at least once in my lifetime. But now, I mean, for all I know, in another 15, 20 years, it'll be cheaper to go to Japan, and I'll be able to do it feasibly. Like, it'll be feasible for me to do. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. So we did all this. Wait, I'm disorientated. Oh, that's where it was. Okay, we gotta go upstairs. Yeah, and I think it's really cool because we all have our preconceived notions of how other countries are, but then you talk to people from there and you realize that there are way cooler things than you expected. Like, I've spoken to people from, the States, and the States is very similar to Canada, but there are some really major differences. But there are things about the States that I have learned over the last 3 years that I'm like, I had no clue that happened, or that was the way that it was. Same with like people from Germany. Like, we know about Germany and we know a little bit about them, but we know about resorts, right? Like, we know about the nice areas in Germany. I don't know the everyday living of people in Germany, but having people like Simon and Nikki come on stream and explain some things, or they've sent me candy, like, all that is really, really cool to me. Because I've seen and experienced things. Like, okay, so I knew that the States and Canada had certain candies that were different, but I didn't realize, like, we have Smarties and the Americans have Smarties, but their Smarties are different than our Smarties. What we call Smarties, they don't have at all, but what they call Smarties, we call Rockets. So it's like, it's just interesting. Or we have chips, and all dressed chips are a regular staple here. Like, you just get all dressed chips, and ketchup chips, you just get ketchup chips. It's like how barbecue chips are just normal in the States, but they don't exist in the States. So Americans get really shocked when we bring them ketchup chips or all dressed chips, because they're like, what are these? It's I think it's cool. I think it's really cool that there's like those little differences that you wouldn't know about unless you hung out with somebody. Yeah, that's exactly how they are here. That's exactly how they are here. They're like thin little chocolates. They're almost like M&Ms, but they're shaped more like Skittles. Like, they're flatter and smaller, right? They're just like a perfect little circle. That's what we have. Whereas in the States, Smarties are like hard candies. We call them Rockets. They're always like wrapped in a plastic container and they're piled one on top of each other. They look like little miniature pills. That's what we call Smarties. Or that's what we call Rockets, and the Americans call those Smarties. So it's cool. It's really cool to see those little nuances that make things different. Okay. Yes. Yeah, hard sour, and that's exactly what our Rockets are. Our Rockets are your Smarties. So I read about it, and like, who invented this mansion? I read about it. Basically, the American company that made Smarties was really successful with their Smarties. Then they came to Canada and wanted to do Smarties, but we already had our chocolate Smarties, so they couldn't get the rights to that name. So then they just renamed it into Rockets. There's an engraving of armor. And smoke. No, I've never seen that. I have never ever seen that. I have not. That's the first I've ever heard of that. I'm gonna have to try it now. I've gotten a bad example from the internet. The internet told me to plank on the edge of buildings, and now it's telling me to smoke Smarties. We're doing it. Oh, it's the flame. I was like, what is that? Is it raining? Okay, so we're here. We got the armor key, so now we gotta find some doors that are armor doors. Or like poutine, that's... Ew. Poutine is something that I just grew up with. I didn't know Americans or the rest of the world didn't know what a poutine was. I figured it out when I was like 15 or 16, but growing up, I was kind of like, okay. And it's just fries with gravy and cheese. I didn't realize it was like a Canadian thing, and oh, there are some great poutines out there. Where they grind them up while still in the wrapper, and then inhale them before breathing them out in a powder form. Look like smoke. Oh my god, that sounds dangerous for your lungs. We don't have very creative chocolate and sweets candy here. Ooh, peanut butter Kit Kat. That sounds yummy. That sounds yummy. Yeah, from what I've heard, I don't know how accurate this is. Americans, Westerners, you know, Americans, North Americans, I guess, Canadians and Americans, have much more of a sweet tooth than the people in Europe. I've heard European palates are much less inclined to the sweet, whereas here they're very sweet. So I've heard a lot of Europeans come here and they feel like everything is just pure sugar. Like even the bread, they find that the bread is very sweet. and then we go over there and we feel that everything's really bland. So that's one thing I have heard, is that you guys have less options with candies and stuff, but it's because you guys aren't as interested as we are. I know, right? There, we had a Japanese store. It closed now, but it was a little Japanese candy store, and they had all candies like that. I only ever visited it once, and I drove by it like 2 weeks ago, and it's shut down, and I'm so sad. Jesus, there's a lot of them. I made a huge mistake. Quite different things, like that our candy isn't sweet enough because we don't use enough milk or sugar. I believe the description I heard was calling it raw cocoa death. Really? See, I've heard like the complaint, the bread was the big one that I heard, that they find our bread extremely sweet, like disgustingly sweet. Did you win yet? Not yet, but I'm about to win. I'm about to win. You don't even know, man. I'm like right at the end. A well-used bet. Go to sleep. Okay. Oh gosh. So it's just a safe room. There's no kerosene here, so for now I'm just gonna put this away. We do still find it surprising that maple syrup is put on bacon. That's not common at all. That's not common at all. Although, you do hear people putting maple syrup on sausages, on breakfast sausages. But bacon, I've actually never met anybody who does that. But breakfast sausages, yeah, you'll do that. It's a bit of like a salty sweet flavor. I'm not a huge fan of it. But we do like our maple syrup. Alana hates maple syrup. I love maple syrup. But there's like the Aunt Jemima stuff, which everybody has, which I think tastes good. But then there's real maple syrup. It tastes very different. It's a much stronger flavor, so you need a lot less of it. It does happen. There's a misconception. It's like, okay, people, they have bacon, and then they go, well, Canadians have their own bacon. They don't even know what real bacon is, and they have Canadian bacon. But that's not how it works. We have bacon, and then we have pea-meal bacon, which is a different part of the pig, which makes a different piece of meat. So that's pea-meal bacon, and then there's the regular bacon that everybody knows that's all fatty, and you either make it crispy or you make it floppy, and it's long strips. Yeah, we have bacon, but then there's pea-meal bacon. Americans call it Canadian bacon, but it's actually called pea-meal bacon. Hannah Fails is a Canadian. She isn't a fan of the Gretz. I'm not a fan of him. I've heard he's pretty arrogant. He has like a winery and everything here, and I have a friend who dealt with him. Same with Dan Aykroyd. Dan Aykroyd, I heard, is a jerk. I heard Wayne Gretzky is arrogant, but I mean, multimillionaire kind of gets to your head. But I heard Dan Aykroyd is just a full-out jerk. Like, he's just rude and just a complete jerk. Hey, Mushi, how are you? Really? I haven't heard anything about Ben Stiller. You know who else is a jerk, but it's kind of obvious when you see him. You're kind of like, yeah, this guy's probably a jerk. Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage is a huge jerk, too. The one town that I do a lot of my theater in, or used to do a lot of my theater in, is a resort town. And all the friggin' millionaires live there. And Nicolas Cage goes on vacation there once in a while. He owns a house there. Not under his own name. He owns it under somebody else's name, but he'll go there on vacation. He actually has written a letter to the mayor of that town and said that if anybody approaches him and talks to him, he will sue the city for harassment. That they have to send out letters to all their residents and let them know that they have to leave him alone. It's a very small town. It looked really, really small. Like it's probably got like 5,000 people that actually live there. But it's a resort town, so there's a lot of tourists. Now he stays away from the tourist areas, but it's like he's just a complete arrogant jerk. I know, right? Thank God for Bill Murray. What would life be without Bill Murray? What? Okay, he's dead. Why are there so many of you? Exactly. Exactly. He doesn't look like himself at all anymore. Exactly. What if you're just a tourist? I don't know. I'm assuming he just stays away from everybody and just kind of sticks by his house. But I think he's referring more to like if he's on his front lawn and somebody walks up to him. But yeah, apparently he's just like a huge, huge jerk. Was that what I was... No, that wasn't what I was supposed to... Was that what I was supposed to use to get past the shotgun room? There's kerosene. I found it. So we found kerosene. I just want to see what's in this room. Oh my god, I think hanging out with Keanu Reeves would be fun. I think it would be a very, like, just a regular chill day hanging out with somebody who's cool. But then he would end up doing something really, really kind to somebody. Because I've heard he does stuff like that. We just unlocked a whole new area. I don't want to explore too much because I'm running out of time. Yeah, I think Chris Pratt would be really fun. I think Chris Pratt would be really nice. He looks like the kind of guy you could have a couple of beers with and goof off the whole time and just like get some good laughs out of it. Oh, damn it. Keeper's Diary. Played poker tonight with Scott and Elias from security and Steve from research. Steve was the big winner, but I think he was cheating. Scumbag. May 10th, 1998. One of the higher-ups assigned me to take care of a new creature. It looks like a skinned gorilla. Feeding instructions were to give it live animals. When I threw in a pig, the creature seemed to play with it, tearing off the pig's legs and pulling out the guts before it actually started eating. May 11th, 1998. Around 5 p.m., Scott woke me up. Scared the shit out of me, too. He was wearing a protective suit. He handed me another one and told me to put it on. Said there had been an accident in the basement lab. I just knew something like this would happen. Those bastards in research never sleep, even on holiday. May 12th, 1998. I've been wearing this damn spacesuit since yesterday. My skin's getting grimy and it feels itchy all over. The goddamn dogs have been looking at me funny, so I decided not to feed them today. Screw them. May 13th, 1998. Went to the infirmary because my back is all swollen and feels itchy. They put a big bandage on it, told me I didn't need to wear the suit anymore. All I want to do is sleep. May 14th, 1998. I found another big blister on my foot this morning. I ended up dragging my foot all the way to the dog's pen. They were quiet all day, which is weird. Then I realized some of them had escaped. Maybe this is their way of getting back at me for not feeding them the last 3 days. If anybody finds out, I'll have my head handed to me. May 16th, 1998. Rumors going around that research who tried to that a researcher who tried to escape the estate last night was shot. My entire body feels hot and itchy. I'm sweating all the time now. I scratched the swelling on my arm and a piece of rotten flesh just dropped off. What the hell's happening to me? May 19th, 1998. Fever gone, but itchy. Today, hungry. And eat doggy food. May 21, 1998. Itchy, itchy. Scott come. Ugly face, so kill him. Tasty. 4. Itchy, tasty. Damn. What is that? What is that? Oh. Move. Is that all I came here for? It was literally just to be ambushed and read a diary? Steve Irwin and Robin Williams. Yeah, I think Steve Irwin, I think, would be very, very intriguing to talk to. Like, I think he would have just a lot of passion and information, just interesting to talk to. Robin Williams, I personally don't know if I could hang out with him because he seemed, because of his depression, he just seemed like he was always on. And I have a couple of friends, a couple of really dear friends that are like that. They're just always on. And I have a hard time with people that are always on. But I think if you could get under his skin and just talk to just regular Robin Williams, I think he would have been a really nice guy. We all know he was a nice guy, but I think he would have been just a really cool guy to hang out with. Chevy Chase, I've heard, is a jerk. I've heard he's really like conceited and still lives like he's the hero that he was in the 80s. That's what I've heard of him. Steve Martin, I think, would be really cool. I think Steve Martin would be a lot of fun. I feel like if we met Weird Al, he'd be not weird enough. Yeah, or he would be... I think he would be not weird enough, or he would always try to be weird. You know those people, like, I don't know if you guys had these in high school, but I had them in high school, where it was those kids that always had to prove how weird they were, so they would just do really weird things, but you knew they didn't actually want to be doing that weird stuff. They would just do it to get attention. One of the guys that I went to school with, he always had to be weird. And we were walking down the street one day, and there was an old, single-use razor blade without the razor part, just like the handle, laying on the street. And he picked it up and put it in his mouth and just held it like crossways, so his cheeks were all sticking out. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Did it gross you out?" Like that was just what he did. Another time, we had a stage in our high school that we all kind of hung out at. It wasn't an auditorium. It was weird. Our high school was built like a perimeter, and in the center was the auditorium, so you could see the auditorium from all the floors. And we would all just hang out in that middle room. So he one time took one of the rolly chairs from one of the classes, put it on the stage, sat on it, and pushed himself off of the firewall, which is like a big black curtain basically, and rolled backwards until he fell off the stage. Just because. Like, he was one of those people. I feel like Weird Al might turn out to be one of those guys that just has to be weird all the time, but isn't really being genuinely weird. He's just being like, dude, you're being kind of cringy. Oh, Ryan Reynolds. Oh, man. Ryan Reynolds, I think, would be a lot of fun to hang out with. Oh, man. Exactly. You don't have to do it to entertain us, but you should anyway, but you don't have to. Mike Patton, because he's so odd, but in a good creative way. Yeah, I don't know who I would want to meet. Like, people that I actually would admire and say, I want to sit down and talk to you. I think Ryan Reynolds would be one of them. I think I'd really like to talk to Ryan Reynolds. I think I would really like to talk to, what's his name? I can't remember his name. And more so as an actor. I don't know if he would actually be any interesting. I think he'd just be an average Joe. Wouldn't be super interesting to hang out with, but wouldn't be like an evil person either. What's his name? Ryan Gosling. Just because he's a fellow Canadian, he's from a hometown that's like 20 minutes out of my own hometown, so it's really like it's he's close to home. My friends know his family, so it's like I would like to just talk to him, just to like pick his brain. You really like to drive? I never saw that. But yeah, Ryan Reynolds I think would be really interesting to talk to. I would love to just sit and talk to Leonardo DiCaprio. That's another one that I would love to meet. That dude I think is immensely underrated and so talented. Okay, where's the safe room? Before I get myself into any deeper trouble. Yes, we're just gonna go to meet all of them and drink beers with them. We're just gonna carry beers with us. I'd be okay with that. I'd totally be okay with that. Oh, this isn't the room I wanted to go to. I've met a few stars in my day, and some of them were really, really cool. I've met a few that were jerks. Like, a few really, really, really big jerks. So, there's like... Wait, no, not here either. There's the... Whoa, I didn't even notice that shadow there. That's unsettling. There's like the Hollywood movie circuit, and then there's the theater circuit. In Canada, theater has more success than movies do, because most of the movies filmed here are star Americans. But when I was in theater school, I met the top paid theater actress in all of Canada. She is the most sought after theater actress in all of Canada. She is the most scummy, disgusting person in the world, and I hope to never, ever, ever become like her if I ever have success, because just the most disgusting person. Like, she was just, like, just completely. Ooh, Betty White would be cool. Betty White would be cool. DiCaprio's your favorite modern actor? Me too. Me too. I'm gonna be so heartbroken when Betty White dies. But yeah, I met this woman and she was like, she's one of those, I've met people that worked with her professionally, and she's one of those people that lives up to the stereotype of an arrogant actor. Like, my friend worked at a theater and this woman was performing there, and the woman went up to my friend and said, "When you do my laundry, do not do it with any of the other actors. I don't want their filth touching my costumes. You also need to have lavender candles," I think it was lavender, candles lit around my dressing room an hour before I show up, so the smell has enveloped everything. And it has to have these certain color curtains. Like, arrogant. And Jennifer Lopez is like that too. We had to pick her up from a show once, and arrogant woman too. Same thing. Same arrogance with her. But this woman was just like super arrogant, like treated people like garbage. Who said that? Her name is Cynthia Dale. She's the highest paid theater actor in Canada. And my friend was her stage manager for a show, and I met Cynthia Dale, and she is a garbage human being. No, she is not Jenny from the Block anymore. It was to the point where they went to go pick her up. They ended up, so they called my dad. My dad was gonna go pick her up, and because he had access to an Escalade, and she wanted an Escalade. She needed to have an Escalade to be driven from the airport to her hotel, because the radio company that worked with my dad had hired her to come do a gig out here, and she needed an Escalade to drive from the hotel from the airport to the hotel. She needed a red carpet to go from the Escalade to the front door of the hotel. She needed M&Ms of a certain color, or Smarties or something of a certain color, in a bowl in her room waiting for her. Like, just the same kind of ridiculous arrogance. But yeah, Cynthia was horrible. We had to do auditions in front of her, and I auditioned in front of her, and it was just to get like a professional's perspective on how we auditioned. And I did my audition, and I did my piece and whatever. And she just looked at me. She didn't say a word, and I just did my whole thing, and I finished. And I was like, all right, that's it. And she looked at me, and these were her words to me. "That was shit. You're never going to be an actor." And that was it. That was her criticism to me. That was it. You're talking to a student who hasn't actually experienced anything. I have no experience as an actor except for what I did in school. I know I have a lot to learn. Way to blow up all of my dreams, lady. But you meet all kinds, I guess. But those people we mentioned, I think would be really cool to meet. Anyways, guys, that's it. It is 9 o'clock here. I need to go to bed. I have a really early morning tomorrow, and I have a long day tomorrow. I need to try to get some sleep. And, oh, I know. She was so arrogant. She was horrible. And they had warned us beforehand to be prepared. But it still hurts when you hear that. Because I was the top of my class, and for her to say I was a shit actor really hurt. But she was right. I never made it as an actor, so it is what it is. But yeah, guys, I'm going to be heading off now. I have to work all day tomorrow, and then I have rehearsal. So no stream tomorrow, you guys, but I will be back Saturday. No, it's okay. I love chatting. I love chatting. We've played quite a bit of the game already, so I'm okay with chatting. We're safe, and we're okay. Guys, thank you all for hanging out with me. I'll go over here. Thank you all for hanging out with me and spending time with me and being here for this game. This was a lot more fun than last week's scary game, because last week's scary game was just... I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it at all. Exactly, and that's it. I've met so many actors that have been just as talented as her. They just never hit it in the right spot, and way more down to earth, and I will always remember them. I've met Broadway actors who are way better than her, like personality-wise. So, whatever. Just... It's one of those stories I'll tell for the rest of my life. And maybe one day it'll shoot me in the foot when I end up working with her, but it is what it is. But yeah, Katana, thank you so much for hanging out, man. I hope I see you again. I should be playing this again next Thursday, so if you want to come around again on Thursday, same time as today, unless you're going to be working or whatever, because I know it's super late over there. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, man. I really appreciate you hanging out with us. Everybody else, thank you all for being here. I'm going to head to bed now, because I gotta sleep. I will, Mushi. I will tell Alana hi for you. She's out taking care of our new puppy. I don't think you were here when I showed the picture. I'll show it really quickly. Our new little puppy. She's out there taking care of her right now because she's a little traumatized. So we're trying to get her to feel a little bit better. Yeah, she was abused. So we're trying to like rehabilitate her. But her name is Zelda. It's our new little puppy. But yeah, guys, so I'm going to go and spend a little bit of time with Alana and the puppy and then have my shower and go to bed because I got to work tomorrow and then rehearsals. So yes, guys, I will be back Saturday. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are amazing. I hope you all have a absolutely wonderful night. I love you all, and I will see you guys. Yeah, she actually wasn't even technically a rescue. She was from a breeder who we thought was an up-and-up breeder, but she was actually a puppy mill dog. So we rescued her from that. But it's sad that we couldn't rescue more of them. Anyways, on that sad note, I'm on my way out, guys. Have yourselves a wonderful night. Take care of yourselves. Love you all. Good night, guys.